Bam! Just like that, DTM is here. Welcome, everybody. This is DTM. Another day, another Wednesday. And what's that Wednesday mean? Wednesday World of Vectors with DTM and Vector Maestros. I am DTM. Find me anywhere on the internet. Delta Tango Mike. And right before we went live, we were talking about POAPs. If you know anything about the POAP game, please let me know because we're still learning. And all POAPs are individually distributed today. So if you want a POAP for today's live stream, for contributing and participating in today's live stream, then please send me a message. That's the requirement for today's POAPs. I do have a list of links to share. And so every time we share a POAP, sometimes we have a link that we can share to all, and sometimes I have to share an individual link per person. So today is one of those days where I have to share an individual link per person. So please send me a message wherever you are. If you are in the Discord group right now hanging out with me, then go ahead and send me a message. If you're here on Behance joining us, then send me a message through Behance wherever you are. And I'm actually going to open up my chat for Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Yeah, that's the main three ones that come through that chat. So don't be shy. Just say something and we'll get right to it. Now, checking and see if Bree is here so Bree can tell us what are we gonna do today, Bree.
What are we gonna do today? We're gonna take over the world, one drawing at a time. Back to you,
Dan. Thank you, Bree, for that intro. What is happening? Oh. You found a voice over app or something? Oh my gosh.
That's from a garage band. I didn't put on all the music to it. I just did the voice.
There you go. All right. Well, I like that. I like that very much. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you. Let's see. Hey man, can I have the POAP, the link? Saint Tony the Monster. What's up? Yes. There you go. I'm getting those messages. So let me go ahead and take a moment to pass out some POAPs. And so what's happening is that I have to manually do that, so it's all good. This is how we're gonna do. And for tonight, we're gonna draw in Adobe Fresco. We're drawing with Adobe Fresco. We're gonna take a pause from all the excitement over the Skullys, and instead, what I'm going to do is work on a project that I share with you. A project that I've been working on for a while. And so that's what you're gonna see here today pop up on the screen. So let's go ahead and share my screen. There it is. Okay, I got it. And if you have any questions about Adobe Fresco, please drop it in the chat. If you have a preference over for Adobe Fresco, whether you like doing vector brushes or pixel brushes, drop it in the chat. Whatever, just go ahead and say something. Say what's up. Danette says hello. Garrett says hey all. Now is your turn to go ahead and say something in the chat while I sip on my adult drink. Please drink responsibly. Drink at home. Or maybe you have a cool wife like I do and they can drive home. In any case, enjoy the creative energy and let's have some fun. All right, so let's see. I just go ahead and close a couple of things here. Boom. CJ says hello. And let me go ahead and drop a couple more POAPs to our visitors here on Discord. I forget. There's so many places where I'm streaming that it's crazy. Boom. All right, let me see. Here we go. Who else? Who else? Let's drop it in on Danette. I think Danette, you joined us here in the Discord. I keep forgetting the word Discord. It's too much. Too much. All right, let me see. Let me drop in on Bree. Boom. And the last one, the next one is for RB, because RB is in the house. Word up. Okay, cool. So if anybody, yes, Danette, I sent you one on I think that's you. Somebody named Danette just joined the Discord earlier today, so I hope that's you. I just sent you one. And if you're yes, Antonio the Monster, I see that you are on Facebook. There, check the description in the video. There is a link to join the Discord. And so there's a few links to explore on the description of the video today. Right before we went live, CJ says the description is getting longer and longer, and I'm sorry. It's a lot. Number one, we put together a 2022 calendar. So let me see where is if I can pull that up real quick. There is a 2022 calendar featuring the Skully Series. So if you've been paying attention to what we've been doing in the last few months, we've been creating a series of skulls. There it is, a Skully calendar, 18 months, 2022 calendar. And so the calendar starts January to December 2022, and then 6 more months in 2023. So that's like a super long lasting calendar, and it features a different Skully for every month. So you want to check that out. And so that's the calendar link here in the description of the video. Plus, if it outlines who are the collaborators that worked on that calendar, and that is Odari, Tamika, CJ, aka NerkQuirks, Unique Digital, Envisage, aka Gareth, Claudia, Lord Yada, Artist53, SLPPP Price, aka Bree, and myself, Delta Tango Mike. So you want to check that out because it is a collaborative effort. There's a lot of cool Skullys that we wanted to add in there, but we only had 18 spots, which just feels like a lot of spots until you start dropping Skullys in, and it's like, oh, I ran out of room. So go ahead and check that out. I'm pretty sure we'll find other ways to use the rest of the Skullys and the other merchandise, and probably more calendars, because right now that seems to be like the cheapest way to get a bunch of Skullys printed and sent to you for 20 bucks. So I know CJ and I are waiting on our copy of a calendar to see how it looks. Special thanks to CJ for collaborating on the calendar design. She put in a lot of work to make sure all the Skullys look nice and neat in the calendar, and the information was nicely put together so that you could have a front cover, back cover, and all the Skullys in each month. So that was super cool. Thank you, CJ. The POAP is a World of Vectors 002. So that's what you're gonna see. You're welcome, CJ. And Danette says, "Yep, that's me." Cool, Danette. So if you check that Discord, oh, there it is. You just responded. So that's cool. Other links of note in the description of the video is check out where the minted Skullys are. We've been adding a lot more collectors to the series. I forget how many collectors we have now. I want to say 34. There it is. The Skully collection by DTM. We have 34 owners, so that means that's 34 different collectors. We have 91 Skullys already, so we are down to the last 50 Skullys to add to the OpenSea page, where you can see all the Skullys in the OpenSea collection online. So that's cool. You want to know where all the Skullys are, which Skullys exist, then that's what that link for the 144 Skullys, and there you go. There's a ton of Skullys, and that looks kind of cool the way it was populating. And in the last two series, I don't have them all in here yet, because by the time we got to near the end of the 144, it was time to keep cranking out the final finished Skullys. And so go ahead and get your POAP every week, because there's going to be some things that you can redeem those POAPs for. What are they going to be? We're going to figure that out together. So But the more POAPs you have, that means the more times you've been watching the streams, and the more chances you have of getting something later. All right, we do have a ClubHouse. I haven't touched the ClubHouse. The ClubHouse link is still there. And there is the sketching and drawing link to join the Discord. That's it. Join us in the Discord. And then a bunch of more stuff that I can go on and on. I can spend a whole 2 hours going over these links. Big ups to Tom for the music. And DJ 78s for the intro video. Boom. There we go. That's it. Let's get to work. Let's do this. We're here to draw. I am going to pull up my Adobe Fresco. Get my pencil. There's my Apple Pencil right here. And pull up the drawing I started working on. I'll give you a quick little tour. Once I put on my glasses, I'm on. There we go. Yeah. And let's turn this off for now. Boom. Bam. And turn this back up. Turn me up. So basically, it's like this. There's a wall here in Atlanta, part of the Beltline. The Beltline is this big, huge deal where in Atlanta they took this all these train tracks going through the city, and they took a series of train tracks, not all of them, and they paved over it, and they call it the Atlanta Beltline, and it's kind of like a loop, and so they have art all the way through it, right? As much as possible. As they finish a section of the Beltline, they're adding art and new buildings and stuff is happening. And so there is a temporary wall where they want my artwork on it. And I was like, cool, let's do that. And so basically there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 panels. These panels are 4 feet by 8 feet panels. And they want some art on them. And so these are 4 by 8 what do you call it, particle board. And so the idea is to paint a design on all of those. So that's 32 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 4 is 36 feet. Sorry, 36 feet. And I think I have some pictures that I can show you. So this is the setup in Atlanta. That's Atlanta right here. You can see Atlanta in the background. There is a elevator right there, and this steps go all the way down to the right. There's a restaurant on the left hand side. They're putting up a big building, and this is the wall. So this is the wall, and so where it says under society, cat. I think that person that's was right there by the wall has already put up her part. She put up her part this past weekend, and I'm putting up my part in the middle of January, and my part is gonna go right here in this whole section of the wall right there on the left hand side. And so this whole left hand side, including where that blue and light brown picture is a corner, and from then on, and that is 9 4x8 boards. That's where it is. There's the corner. You can see the corner all the way on the left hand side, and so that's where my art is gonna go, and that's us. So this is the lady in the red is the curator. Cat is the one with her hand up with a peace sign, and then project management with the company that's doing the building is all the way on the left hand side, and of course that's me. Yeah. All right. And I took a few of those pictures, and then we got a tour of the I like it when contractors make up these little miniature setups that it shows you what the whole stuff they're building is gonna look like. And so I was taking, these are miniatures that I put my phone really close and tight and took a picture. And so this is the part, this part that we're looking at right now is where the walls are going to come down, and that's going to be gone they're gonna take the walls down in 2 years, because then they will be done with the complex, with that whole construction that they're doing now. And so this walkway is where the wall is at this moment. And so that's why I took pictures from there. And then there's just a bunch of more pictures. It's one of the principles of the construction company. This is this bottom left hand side, that sidewalk. That is where our right here, right there is what the wall is, and it's gonna go away. But once they're done with those walls, because they got to take them down, get rid of them, they're gonna put the artwork somewhere else. So they're not getting rid of the artwork. And so Kat, who is a photographer, her part of the mural, she can't paint the pictures that she takes. The painting, I mean, I guess you could. And so instead, she printed her photography setup that was going on the wall. She printed it on canvas, on vinyl canvas, and installed it. And so that's what I'm doing. And this is my mock-up. So there's my mock-up. That's the wall with the artwork that I'm going to put up. And of course, right now, this is just a sketch. This is only a sketch. This is the sketch. Tonight, I'm working on this. I'm working on this in Adobe Fresco. And but this is what the mock-up looks like. There it is. And that's it. That's all there is to it for that. Let me see. I do have another, there's the sketches. And so when I started the sketches, let me see. It's just, this is the very rough of the sketch. And originally I was, this was going to be the size of the wall, but they added a couple more panels so that we can add the sign that was already there related to a restaurant down the street, the restaurant that's down the steps. And so here's a close-up of the pencil sketch, and sat there and did all of this in Adobe Fresco. All of this is in Adobe Fresco. And so I had to add the logo for that restaurant. So there's the logo for the restaurant. There it is, patio, cocktails, and tapas. And I'm going to try the restaurant to see what I like about it. But the wall, the name for my wall is Muerte en Renacimiento, which it translates to life and death, or death and rebirth. And because the theme of the walls, there's a lot of other artwork along that part of the trail, the Beltline, and but all of the whole theme is a season of change, a reflection of change. That's the name. So there it is, and so I had to find a way to create artwork that fit that theme, that went together, and that's what we have here. So let's see, and so that's it. That's all all there is to it. So now we can go back into Fresco, and I can show you what I did. Number one, I created a document that fits the size of the mural, but I did it in inches. So this is not, it's to scale, but not to size. So it's 18 by 4 inches. And the reality, how many inches should it be once you translate 36 times 8 times 12 inches? I don't know. That's a lot. And so at least the height, 8 times 12 is 96, isn't it? Something like that. I forget. And so it's a normal size height and long wall. And so I would not do that I would not do that size here in Fresco. What I will do instead is do a create artboard that's in proportion to that size. So if I was to take this size of 18 by 4 and multiply it, it would be the correct size once you make it much larger. And this is why we like Vector. St. Tony the Monster says, I'm going to be using Fresco in conjunction with Procreate and Affinity Designer. All right, that's cool, man. I say I just use Fresco in Illustrator because when I use the vector brushes in Fresco, I'm able to export to Illustrator, and then in Illustrator they can print there's a local company who's gonna print the vinyl, who's gonna then print it to whatever size we need, and we'll be able to take those vectors and stretch them out to whatever size that we need to print it out. And because it's vector, it looks sharp, ink fresh, and clean all the way through. Whereas right now, it's pixelated, and you can see the pixels because we're using the pixel brushes, the pencil basically, to draw all this in. So I don't want to blow up this image and then put it up on the wall because it's going to look pixelated like this. So what you want is you want to start your vector. Let's turn that down. Boom. And it's sharp and clean. There it is. Looking good. There's a few things that I could be doing better. And so right now I just started this. The design has been approved. The budget has been approved. The date of when the installation has been approved. So now let's go ahead. It's time to go ahead for me to do my part as a artist. Let me see. Here we go. To go ahead and work on this. And this is not my first time doing an art installation. It's not my first time drawing an art installation digitally and then getting it printed real big. I have 2 examples of that in my Behance projects, and I want to see if I can find Cat Goduko's. Let's see. There she is, and see if she posted any finished pieces. She did not. She did one of those stories, and that was it. And stories are cool, but once anybody wants to reference it, they're gone. Let me see if there are any. Nope. And so we can't really see it. Thank you, St. Tony the Monster. Appreciate it. So let's go ahead and look over here, and I'm gonna find the 2 other projects that I worked on. These 2 other projects are art installations, and the process was the same. My process, and even their process. And it's called Azteca Moderno 2019 and Azteca Moderno 2018. This is gonna be Azteca Moderno 2022. I like that. Let me see if I can turn this on for you guys. Boom, bam. There it is. So when you look at my Behance profile, all the way to the bottom is Azteca Moderno 2018 and Azteca Moderno 2019. And so the 2019 is the whole art installation goes like this. This person on the left-hand side is repeated on the right. And that's because there's a part where this whole image is 3 times 4 is 12 feet. So it's 12 feet, and so the right side of this image wraps around and connects with the left side of the image. So I had to match the knee with the body of one side, the knee on one side with the body of the other side. And so this was done with Adobe Illustrator. And I want to say it was Fresco. Let me see. This is so the initial sketch was done in Sketchable. Those are my initial sketches. They look very rough. There it is, very rough. And then this is Fresco. Yeah, this is Adobe Fresco. This is the very beginning of Adobe Fresco. It's a couple years ago. And so there's some of the artwork there for each and every piece. Boom, Adobe Fresco. and then I brought it into Adobe Illustrator, and Adobe Illustrator is where I put all the artwork together, and that's what I'm gonna do here. I think I can lay all of it out in Adobe Fresco, and then open that file, the final file in Illustrator. But I like the idea of being able to work on it little by little, and then putting it together in Adobe Illustrator. So there it is. That's the whole artwork for that installation. I have another one. This is what it looks like. This is this one was my first try at doing digital art, knowing that we're going to make a big print of it. And so again, it's 12 feet, and I did both of those installations for the same art show. And so this was my idea. I was like, yeah, I can do big art on a wall. And then the curator, he sent me this template and said, there's stuff four sides to a cube. One side of the cube is split in two, and that's the two ends. So make all your artwork in there. And I said, okay. So I did a mock-up. I said, here's what it was gonna look like. Is that okay? And I got the design approved. And that's all they saw. But they know my skills, so they knew it was not gonna look ugly like that. That's terrible. That's crazy, right? That is crazy. And so there's a video of me drawing this and draw. Now this year was 2018, so we didn't have Adobe Fresco. Adobe Draw was still king for vector art on the iPad. And so in Android, Adobe Draw was still on Android. And so I have all the spots, and so I started doing the artwork. And the cool thing with any of these artwork that you do in Adobe Fresco and Adobe Draw is that you can export a time-lapse video of the final artwork. And so that's what these are. These are time-lapse videos. We're not going to play them because it'll take a while. But there's all the artwork, and as I created the artwork, I started dropping it into its spot. So each one of these pieces fit into a 3x3 cube. And so there they go. And so as I started dropping it into the cube, I was like, it's cool because you're looking at one side of the cube at a time, but it'd be nice if they flowed over into each other. And that's what I started to do here. The corn was flowing into the background of the boombox, and the flower started also flowing into the background of the boombox, and so on. So that kind of looked really cool. And once it was finished, it looked like this. And so right now it still has the template overlay. And then this is what the artwork looks like in close up, and you can check all this stuff out in my Behance portfolio. And then this is what it looks like in real life. And so there is a real art installation, physical art installation that you can go see when it travels into your city. It's a traveling art show. Most recently, this was in Miami a few weeks ago for Art Basel. I have pictures that other people have posted my artwork, and so here it is. And so basically they printed the artwork on fabric and covered up a light cube, and so the light from inside the cube is going through the fabric, and then you can see the artwork. And this is why we want to be detailed about some of the artwork that we create, especially digital, because then when you blow it up in life size, you know, if you left some pieces undone because nobody's gonna pay attention, we will pay attention because it's kind of big, and now we can see details. So there it is. I took those pictures with a phone. So and here in Atlanta, that art installation has been in at the Mercedes-Benz stadium where the Falcons play here in Atlanta. And so there's a bunch of pictures of this stuff on Instagram, everywhere else, and I think I have it somewhere in my blog. All the pictures that I have collected through social media of people who see my artwork to see my art installation and post it. So yeah, it's kind of cool, you know. It's kind of cool. Kind of excited to see this artwork. Oh, and so what happened? My artwork froze. To see this artwork and there it is. See this artwork then show up uh in locations around the world, here locally in Atlanta, and it's like the artwork that you made here digitally. So when you draw digitally, don't think that your art is just gonna stay digital. All right, so I need to check some settings here because no matter what I do here, let me see. You don't see the close up. You see the zoomed out version of it. Let me see. Where is it? Odari had the same issue, and even though that's kind of a cool thing, I don't like it. Let me see. There is all right, there's some settings that I need to check here. It's kind of cool. It's called canvas projection. Zoom in and focus on the final details. Let's see. Under app settings, general interface, canvas projection. Oh, there to turn that off. There we go. Boom. See. So now when I zoom in, you can see everything. Good. All right. What up, Golden Rose? Check out Golden Rose every weekend, going live. And now Golden Rose is offering digital goodies to those who subscribe to Golden Rose content here on Behance. So go check it out. Check it out. Okay, so there it is. So this is what I started to do when it comes to the vectors. So now I'm actually working on the vectors. And what I intend to do is to create the artwork to be able to export individual pieces, because I really don't want a large collection of layers, because it's gonna get crazy. Look at all these layers here, over and over and over. It's a ton of layers, and so it's gonna be hard to keep track of everything. So it's easier to just take your time, build the artwork, and then export it into Illustrator. And then Illustrator is where I'll add all of these gradients. Oh my gosh. And I probably could do this drawing right here, this part in Illustrator, because it's much easier to do straight lines. And I think I will do that. I think I will do some parts in Illustrator where it's easier to do straight lines. Whereas in Fresco, I'll do things that are more dynamic. I want the artwork to have a dynamic look and feel. Let me see. Is there anything in here? How do I tell? Let me see. Oh, yeah, like this. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Cool. And so I do want some of that dynamic look and feel for some of this artwork. So what I'm going to do real quick is duplicate the layer. I can turn that off, grab that layer, and fill this in. So the first things that I'm going to do is just throw in a color on it. It's not the color that I'm going to keep, but it's the color that I want. Okay, come on. There it is. And that's the one I want right now. So there it is. I just used the paint bucket tool to change the color of the artwork here. Look at that. Boom. Nice. And I don't have to have it this color. I don't have to have it any particular color. I just wanted a color. And so there we go. Look at that. Crazy. And so that way I just needed it to be a different color, so when I turn the layer off and on, I know which layer I'm working with and what's on this layer. What's really cool that I want to do here is just fill it in. Boom, I start filling in some parts. Look at that. I just tap the areas that are open and start filling it in, so I have an overall color. I want to turn that on. Now we know, okay, that's a piece right there. Look at that. I could keep going on and on. Just filling in all the pieces. It's not necessary But now when I fill it all in like this, excuse me. If I want to change it to another color, let's go like that. I kind of want it to be like a stone color. Then it changes all of it at one time. Bam. Very cool. I can do that. And so I can do the same with the outlines that I've already started back here. Yeah. Let's see. It's all individual pieces. And then there's pieces that are left behind. I can go ahead and erase. Yep. Get rid of that. And so I like how in Fresco, because it's vector, I can sit here and change these colors any way I want. Drop that down to the bottom of this. Now I have a background color for the Quetzalcoatl. This is Quetzalcoatl right here. And let's go there, and I can finish coloring this in if I want to. It doesn't matter. And so as far as this part is concerned, I'm done with it. So now there is something here. No, there it is. Is that one? There's something here that I need to adjust. So let's go ahead and change the color of this. Get the brush and fill that in like that. And just boom. Got my solid. It's solid. Very cool. Nice. And there it is. Now, something that I was saying to Bree before we went live was when you're working on your iPad in Fresco, and you have a computer, a desktop where you're gonna work on the artwork later with like Adobe Illustrator. One thing you can do is export to Illustrator on the iPad. So there it is, send to Illustrator. Click on that and then say iPad. Boom. You're gonna open up Illustrator on the iPad. Convert layers to objects. Yes. And I just clicked on it, so now I gotta wait. There it goes. It's coming. Boom. So there we go. We are on Illustrator now. So right now, this is Adobe Illustrator, and a reflection of change is the name. Cool. It's all in here. And I may want to work on some elements while I'm in here. Sure. Let's just do something just for fun. Okay. One thing that's gonna get lost is all of that nice smooth penciling is gone because it's gonna be vector and we're not gonna have pixels. So what I want to do when I'm in Illustrator on the iPad is check my layers. There's a whole bunch of layers here. Lock them up. Make a new layer. That new layer is gonna go right there. It's gonna go in oh yes, yeah. So lock that up and put that up above. There we go. So what I have is the layer for the Quetzalcoatl outline, a layer for the color of Quetzalcoatl. So in between those two layers is a new layer. I can use my pen tool because I like using my pen tool, and I probably it's better to use a computer. I'm used to it. It's not better. I'm used to it. And my homeboy, very funny story. My homeboy, the Mad Penciler, he came over yesterday. Yeah, Bree came over on Monday. And then the Mad Penciler came over on yesterday. And yesterday he brought me a there it is. This better. I was too bright. He brought over a Huon. So I have a Huon now, right? And he just gave it to me. He said, "Merry Christmas." What's crazy is that the day before I had given Bree a computer, a laptop, and so it's like you give something and you get something. I did not know he was gonna do that. But the point is that I will be using my Cintiq or that Huon to use the pen tool and go like this. Boom. Just start dropping in anchor points. Hello, fans. How you doing? Boom. And instead of the white color or even the black outline, I'm going to turn off the black outline and the white color. I will just put on any color. Okay, got it. And if you know what if you follow what I do in Illustrator, you'll know that instead of a color, what I want to do is a gradient. I will go ahead and throw in a linear gradient. And I'll go ahead and put this, sure, there's yellow on the top. Get the green down here. And, let's see, green. Boom. And then the yellow. And so the green is not a color I want. I want it to do brownish. And then this side is going to just be white. And then I take that whole layer, everything that's in that layer is going to be a multiply. Boom. And just like that, you have the gradient and you start building the artwork that way. I see it. Let's see. I see a flickering. Let's see. Dan, how are you computing capturing the screen? There seems to be this thing happening with the image. Am I the only one? It's flickering pink or blue pixels. The lines, the sketch lines are a little jittery. Okay. Thank you, Golden Rose, Garrett, and CJ. I noticed that. I wasn't sure what's happening. Why is it doing that? This is maybe I think I've been having problems with that capture card, and maybe it's time to switch that capture card out. We'll see. Maybe I need to, because I've seen it do other things with other devices. That's crazy. It is blinking, isn't it? That's bad, man. BAD bad. All right. Sorry about that. I will have to check this capture card once I'm done with the stream to figure out if I have to try waggling the connection. Well, there's a lot of different pieces to connect, including the HDMI to the capture card to USB-C cable into the computer. My computer has also had its issues lately. I'm gonna have to disassemble it and assemble it back together, because sometimes when I turn on the computer, the graphics card does not turn on. It's off. Even though I still get monitors working, the graphics card, it doesn't turn on, and so I have to restart the device a couple times. So something to keep in mind, and on what I'm gonna be doing next. Thank you for letting me know. All right, so now that I did a little something here in Illustrator, I'm gonna go ahead and export. And when you save in the Illustrator app on your iPad, what you can do next is open up Illustrator on your desktop. And while Illustrator opens up here on my desktop, I'm gonna take a sip. We'll turn that off. Boom. There where'd it go? Come on, Illustrator. You belong in this window. And so there it is, Adobe Illustrator on the desktop. And you can see the reflection of change, Adobe Illustrator cloud file. So I'm gonna open it up. I just saved that on my iPad. And there it is. And it has this file on my cloud, has that gradient that it just added. And it's in the folder that I put it in. There it is right there. So now I can go ahead and add more. There's my pen tool. Yeah, yes, Golden Rose. Thank you. Yep, it's something with the connection. And see how easy it is to just sit here, tap, 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 and make new make new anchor points. There's my transparency window to normal. Everything I put into layer 41. I'm going to turn to multiply. Boom, there it goes. And so I can just keep going like this. I'm going to change out that capture card. I do have others. And this is the one that's been sitting on this computer this whole time, which could be the reason why it's causing problems to my system. I connect things and disconnect things to this computer. I do a lot. There you go. Boom. And see, just like that, I start adding my gradients here. Everything that I've been doing with the Skullys is my process. I have a particular process on how I go about doing stuff, and then so this is gonna be called gradient. Get Q gradient. This is Q outline. Got it. Q color. Cool. And look, when I turn these off, I can see the color that's left behind that's still open here in some pieces, and I can just delete those by selecting them. That's a lot of work to do that. Or I can select it, get my brush, the blob brush, and just fill it in. It's so much you can do on the desktop. The desktop wins every time. Boom. And however, right now I'm still working in the cloud document. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and then save it to my computer. So save as. Now I need a here goes Beltline Mural. Illustrator folder. Beltline Mural Illustrator reflection of change. And that's going to be version 1. Boom. Save it as an Illustrator file. It's, as soon as it's done saving, it's still saving. There it goes. It's saying saving. It's done saving. Now I can zoom out and I can then change the size of my file if I want. I'm not going to do that because then the file will get heavier. The bigger it is, the heavier it's going to be. The more processing power is going to take out of my computer. And so I'm going to leave it at this size here. I'm already in communication with the printers, and they'll let me know what dimensions or what specifications they need the file in, so that I want to send it to them, they can print it out. And it's not so big to that their computers are going to struggle with a super large file. There it is, little by little. So that's Quetzalcoatl's head, which I can put into in, boom, Quetzal head. Got it. And then these go in here. Oops, not that, but that. There we go. Boom, that goes into a folder. Lock it. This is the all right. So I think, let me see. That's this. Okay, got it. So yeah, that's a group. That group has the design. So we're gonna call that Quetzal design. Boom. And anything that's in there, right? So those are in there. I can change the color. Where's my color? Boom. I can change it if I want to, or I can use my eyedropper tool and select the color that I had there, or there. Boom. What? Okay, let's leave that this way. Quetzal. That's not even, that doesn't say design. Design. Oh, this says a Quetzal. Yeah, design. And let's make a copy of that. Alt, click, drag, boom. Got the new ones. The new ones will have the gradient. Bam. and that's gonna, we're also gonna turn that layer transparency to multiply. I turn it down a little bit, and whoops, come on, there he goes. And so now we're starting to add some flair to that design in the background. And while we're here, even though this is a Fresco stream, and I think that I leave both of them in there. Let's go. Let's add Adobe Illustrator. Illustrator. Create a cloud on the iPad. Let's do boom. So now here's where what I will do next. Lock all of those up, and this is on my computer now, because to me I'm used to Illustrator on the desktop so much, and even though I can return to the I can return to my iPad anytime I want. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's turn off all those Quetzal designs, and let's go with the center. So this is called the Oying center. Bam. Got it? And look, so easy. Oh my gosh. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Let's switch out the color. Here we go. So the color. Bam. Let's give it a little bit of red. And when I'm creating the artwork, I'm not concerned about my colors. I'm not making sure that everything is that the colors are finalized. I'm more concerned about the design. Am I getting the lines that I want? So let's go with the 2 on that. Bam, here we go. When you have the pen tool selected and you make your lines, anytime you want to disconnect the pen tool, what you do is you use your pen tool, tap, tap, and tap, and then use the arrow keys. Boom, boom, and it disconnects your pen tool. I'm sure there's like a keyboard shortcut. I like the arrows. It's just quick and easy to just do that. Bam, there we go. Oh, do I want to do the circle? Yeah, I'll do a circle. Why not? Let's get the circle, and you can always just get your what do you call these floating panels? I used to call them palettes until RB corrected me. I don't know where I saw that it was called floating palettes. I've been saying that for 10 years.
Template.
All right. Cool, cool, cool. I hope you're all right, Bree. Boom, boom. Uh-huh. And so, let's see. I want that to be a 2 also. So let's make sure. Boom, there it goes. And so right now I can just alt click, drag, and I make another circle. I can make sure that when I transform scale, I turn off scale corners and scale stroke effects, so that anytime I change the size, it will still be the size of the stroke size will remain the same. And because it's in the inside, I'll leave that one at 2. Got it? And I'll make a new one. And so this is the easy part. This is why Illustrator excels at some of this stuff. And so for my mural, for this art installation, some parts are gonna look perfect and have super clean lines like what you do in Illustrator with the pen tool. And some parts are gonna have a more of a dynamic, sketchy look, even though it's vector line work, because I will have drawn it myself. And so here we go with that. This one, I do want it to be a 1. Boom, nice and thin. Or is it the opposite way? Maybe we should do this one too. And then this one. No. That can stay that, because let's get the pen tool. Boom, boom. Okay, not going to do that yet. I need to finish the circles. Click and drag everything and center. Boom. All right. Click and drag the circles and center. All right. Cool. Select everything and move it to where it belongs. Let me see. There we go. Look at it. Got it. So my sketch is not centered, even though now I'm trying to center everything. Let me see. Yeah, so the big circles were not centered. So let's center the eyeball, and we know that's all centered. Let's do that again. Boom. Okay, it's centered. So now we know the eyeball and everything else is centered. So now go ahead and get the pen tool. Boom, got it. Let's get another circle here. Hold on shift to get a perfect circle. Stone is the way of the walk. Da, 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 da. There we go. Get another circle. Right, let's go ahead and click and drag across those two. Boom, center them. I like it. I like it. Maybe just center all of that. Go back. Boom. There it is. Got it. So now, what do I do here? Oh man, it's easy. It's so easy. Where are our scissors? We get our scissors. Scissors. And cut there. Cut there. Come on. Cut there. Come on, where are you? There we go. I see you. I see you. Delete, delete. Boom. Boom. Looking good. Looking good. DTM. Word up. Appreciate it. And just like that. Rat-a-tat-tat. Yes. I know artists who are crazy. Oh my god, they're so crazy. Like I'm using the outline to create a stroke, and some artists they want to control the thickness of their line at any point, and so they will make a lot of adjustments to the stroke size by doing this. They do this. Show us that. They do this. And then fill that in. Come on. And so if they want the line to be thick or thin or whatever, that's what they do. They create this. And so they create a shape for the outline and not make an outline. They make a shape, and that shape becomes the outline. That's a lot of work. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. Boom. There we go. But let's say that I wanted this part of the line right here to be thicker versus the rest of the line work. There's a shortcut for that. There's a tool right here. It's called the width tool. And if you don't see the width tool, just hold that down. Click and hold that tool down for a second. And you see all the tools there. Width tool. And then I can go right here and say, I want this part to be fat. I want this part to be fat. Oh, yes. Look at that. And so now I got a fat area right there. Let's go here. Fat. Like that. As a matter of fact. Rat-a-tat-tat. And so now I give it flavor. I give it flavor. And that doesn't look just like a plain old line that you drew with Illustrator. Odari says, what up, though? So that's a super cool tool to use. It's called the width tool. It lives in your tools. And I don't use it much. But when I do, I like to freak it out. Stay curvy, my friend. Oops. Oh, let's do the... Bam. See, I can do that here, too. Ooh, that's too much. It's, but I can also make it skinny. You can also make it skinny. Look at that. Bam. Let's make that one fat. Bam. Fat. The answer to your questions are vector brushes. Oh, okay. I didn't see a question. I'm sorry. Oh. The answer to my question, Adari, is answering the question. What are your favorite brushes in Fresco? Pixel brushes or vector brushes, and why? And Odari says I like the vector brushes, and I cannot lie. All right, so let's do that eyeball. Bam, look at that. That's crazy. Let's do that again. There we go. Now you can really freak out this. Look at that. Another thing I like to do when I'm creating artwork with stroke, I may do this here. I don't know. Well, let's select that line work and let's do Control S to save because I haven't saved in a second. Like in this line right there. Sometimes it's cool to have that corner like that looking square. Sometimes you want it to round off that edge, right? Let's say you want to round off that edge. And so, so then what I do is I select the line that I want, go into my stroke panel, and I cap the end with the curve. And I click on that right there. Boom. There it is. Now, one thing that you can do also, besides just doing the ends like that, you can change the corners also and curve them out by clicking on that. And so now you have curvy corners. This one was not selected. But and so sometimes you may want to do that if you want. Not sure. I don't want that here in this case. But just know that if you wanted rounded corners and rounded end caps, you can change that in the stroke panel. Boom. So there we go. We're getting there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out this right side and then copy and paste it to the left side. There's a whole lot of work that's going to go on here. And so one idea is to do a lot of the line work in Illustrator on the iPad. It's just tap, tap, tap. Or in my case, just use the desktop and just tap, tap, tap. Tappity, tap, tap. So here we go. Pen tool. Yeah. Odari is bragging, talking about the Matrix. Want to go see it. I guess I'm going to have to go to the theater. I don't really want to. I want to stream it somewhere. But it's cool, man. It's cool. Tell your son he ain't had to invite me if he didn't want to. Danette says 3 great tips in 3 seconds. Thanks. You're welcome, Danette. All right. So let's go here. Oh, and this has to go around. This has to take over. Okay, let's so I did that wrong. Boom. Bam. Boom. Get lost. Talking. Oh, there it is. One thing you can do is reconnect the pieces. There you go. Do the free trial. We watched it at home, says Odari. HBO Max. Oh, do the free trial, says I go never. I guess I have to. If I want to see Neo, I don't know what Neo's doing nowadays, but if I want to check Neo out, then I guess I'll do the free trial. Jeez. There we go. Bam. It's coming along. Let's go ahead and do all the pieces that go here. All right, so let's zoom in so we can see better. So I can see you better. Right. When you're working, you're going to end up with a lot of floating panels. There's just no way out of it. And once I do one set like this, what I like to do, let me fix it. There it is. I like it. Let's fix that side. Let's fix it there. Oh, I'm going to do this in a minute. Let's go ahead and keep working. About to show you guys another trick. All right, let's go there and there. Let's get that plus anchor point right there and move it down. Get that anchor point tool and oops. There you go. Got it. And now I can hold down the Alt key, click and drag. Boom. Alt key, click and drag. Come on. Nice. Alt key, click and drag. All right, you're getting too big for your britches. Yeah. Click and drag. Got it. Nice. Yeah, sure. Click and drag. Got it. And click and drag. Well, I'm clicking Alt and then Alt click and drag. Hakai here. Don't get HBO here. Okay, Garrett. All right, and so then let's get this triangle here. Boom, bam, and I can just keep it going. Let's see. So there's that. Let's go grab this one. Take it right there. Got it. Boom. So how do I get rid of those pieces right there? Well, I'm gonna do that in a second. Let me go ahead and finish all of this because there's some tricks to be had. Oh, and I don't want to. I'm gonna do the click and drag. Alt click drag. Got it. I select those two. Alt click drag. Got it. Bam. All right. Need some circles. I need some circles. Come here, circles. Oh, and I want all of these lines to be 1. Are they a number 1? They're number 1. Yes, they are 1. Okay, cool. Because when I zoom out, yeah, I'm going to have fat ones and thin lines and so on. Okay, circle. Click and drag. Get a circle. Got it. And set it right there. Alt. Click. Oops, come on. Alt. Click, drag. Alt. Click, drag. Oops. Undo that. Come on, man. Don't need you. Go there. Go there. Right. Maybe they're too big. So let's grab these two. Get rid of them. Get that one. And make it smaller. And then do that again. So, got it. So now hold down Shift and click on those 3. Then hold down Alt key, click and drag. Boom, I got 3 more on this side. And now I see that my triangle needs fixing. Come on, triangle. All right, give me some room, son. Bam. There we go. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. There we go. Much better. Cool. Let's see if this is right. I feel like that is that leg is off. Cool. What up? Motor Void in the house. I am working from my desktop, Odari. And so now Alt click and drag. Let's make a circle there. That is not the size that I want, so make it bigger. And copy another circle. Gonna make that one smaller. And that smaller one, we are going to change the weight. Boom. And then click and drag across those 2. Center. And we need 6. So Alt click drag. Alt click drag. Here we go. Alt click drag. Alt click drag. And Alt click drag. I like it. Woo! Oh my gosh. When the East is in the house, oh my gosh. Danger. And this is exactly like that one up there. So what do? Select all of that. I don't want to select everything. Let's go like this. It didn't select everything, but it stops right here, right? Yeah, we don't want those. We need all of these. So click. There it is. Alt. Boom. Rotate. Bam. Oh, snap. Now, so that lets me know my sizes are off because that's not the same size. It's all good. Let's go ahead and fix it. Da, 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 da. Just set it right there. I guess they can't be the same. This is a dilemma right here. Do I make the top and bottom the same size? The answer is gonna be yes. You should. So let's fix it. So let's go. Let me see. That goes there. So let's go. On is the way of the one. Oh, I know it. Da, da, da. Right there's good. That's okay. A little bit more. Well, I'm kind of eyeballing it. I'm not gonna be like super perfect with this, because that's not what I'm shooting for. I want it to have a natural feel. There we go. That's good. So now I need to unlock my other layers. Oh, that's Quetzal. I can put that back. Put it back later. Here we go. Boom. So now I can move this. What's cool about when you use the width tool later. So danger when the East is in the house. Oh my god. Is that I can still change the stroke of where I want it to go. I can still change to make adjustment. Go. Go. Bam. That's cool. And it's got like a little fat knot right there. It looks like a stroke, like somebody drew it. I like it. I'm cool with that. Boom. There it is. All right. Now all of these pieces are together. So let me go ahead and do this. Stroke, not stroke, but anchor. I made some new layers. Let's put that there. Let's put all the major circles, including these, in that layer. So when I turn things off and on, they're in different layers. I like it. And so now all of this is in one layer together. All right, cool. So let's go with the circles, arrows. And these arrows need to work with the arrow part in the bottom. So we're not done with that. Lock it. And so then its whole layer, it's not the Oyin center, it's the edge. Oyin right. And before I duplicate, because I want this part to be, I want to draw it myself. The skull, that's a skull. It's actually a hand, a claw, and it looks like a skull. And I want to hand draw that. So what I need to do is here is make some adjustments. Boom. Right, because I'm going to change the nature of these paths. It's a cool trick. So let's go ahead and cut this. No, let's not cut it. Not yet. No, here's what we're going to do. Here we go. Here we go. Select that Oyin right layer. Go up to Object, Path, Outline Stroke. Boom. And now all of this is made up of a path all around. Look at that. See that? So now I can go here, select that outline, that line. That used to be a line. Now it's a shape. Get my eraser. Where you at? Oh, there it is right there. Eraser. And that eraser is huge, man. Who did that? Who did that? There we go. My granddaughter will do stuff and then say, "Who did that?" I'm like, huge. I just saw you do that. What are you talking about? These two. You can get away with it. My grandson, he's 6. He can't get away with nothing. Oh no, that's too much. What happened? There we go. Oh, all right. Fine. Let's zoom in, man. We got lots of other things we can do here. You don't want to use the eraser? Use the knife. Slash, slash. Select that. It's out. Thank you. That's what I like about Illustrator on the desktop. Oh, you can do so much. So much damage here. There we go. And if I had thought of it, if I had really put my brain into what I was gonna be doing today, I would have had that here one connected. Boom. I'm just cutting and scratching. Cutting and scratching. Oh, that did not look good right there, brah. Nah, let's do that again. Cutting and scratching. Hey, come on, son. Oh, yeah, you want to play games? There it is. I was going to get it. I'm cool with it. Let's go. Delete that. Goodbye. All right, and so we need some cutting right there. Got it. Cutting and scratching. Got that. Happened. Oh, you didn't cut all the way through. About now. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. Cool. So now we have one side. Let's go ahead and save. Click on save. This is going to take a long time. This whole mural thing is going to take a long time. First time I did a design like this for an installation. The curator, he's my homeboy. He's my artist mentor. He told me to go ahead and do it if I wanted to do it. It's like, yeah, I'll knock it out. I said, when do you need it? And he told me when. It was like a week or two or something. I don't know, something like that. And I was like, cool, I can do that. And so I waited a week. I was like, yeah, it might take me 5-6 hours. So day or two before it was due, I started working on it. And man, I was working on it. 3 days later, I'm still working on it. I'm telling them, here's the update, so you can see that I'm still not done. That I am currently on it, but it's not done. But I am working on it, so please hold on. And he's like, that's cool, it's cool, man. It took a long time. Okay, so this is the left. And what I did is I select that layer, hold down the Alt key, click and drag that layer. Boom, I have a new copy. And then once you start moving it, what you want to do is hold down the Shift key so it stays in the same line. Oops, here we go. And then I can use the arrow keys to nudge it. Bam, there we go. Just like that. Yeah, to spray it all over the Chinese wall, says Motoboy. Yeah, right? That'd be nice. Oh, the Chinese ain't gonna be happy if I put this up there. Even though it's very relatable because this is Aztec art, and a lot of Aztec art has similar motifs as the Chinese art. In any case, there it goes. Now I can turn on the other elements. Boom, there it comes. It's coming, yo. So we don't need those yet. And so there's everything as it's coming along. Now I can get the Ojin circles. And the same thing I'm going to do with the Ojin circles. Well, yeah, I'll do it. Select that layer, object, path, outline strokes. Once I have the outline strokes, let's get the eraser. I like the eraser. And let's lock up everything else, and then I can go here like that. Look at that. And this is why you keep different elements in different layers. You must keep it in different layers. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Boom. Got it, son. Boom, looking good. Circles, lock it. So we have arrows. Let's go a new layer. Control S to save. Boom. And now let's do the eyebrow. Got it. Hold Shift while you're bringing in a shape. You hold Shift and switch that up. I want this to be a 2. Got it. Cool. Interesting. Yeah, my circle is not the right proportion. There's go, or not the right size. Alt, click, drag, make a new one. Click and hold the Shift key while you grab a corner. I like it. Let's go ahead and grab those two. Center. Oh yeah, it's kind of okay. It's kind of there. I'm cool with it. So now I need to get rid of this bottom part. Get the direct selection tool, and let me go ahead and change the color so you can see what's happening. Got it. So there's the vector. You see the vector lines? I click and drag across the bottom, hit delete, and it gets rid of that bottom half because it has 4 anchor points all the way through. And I selected one of those anchor points, and anything attached to those anchor points is going to go away. Just like that. And so now let's go ahead and grab the pen tool. I don't want to connect it yet. Don't connect it yet. So let's zoom in on that. See what we got going on. And this is going to go right there. This is going to go right here. This is going to go. Cool. I like it. Let's get that anchor point tool. Go like this. What up, Abu Taleb? How you doing? Sounds like a proper hashtag. Yes. We never got a chance to talk about your art, so let me know. Peace out, RB. Let me know if you ever want to hang out. And join us in the Discord so you can ask questions and we can talk about art. Oops, wrong button. It's not. That's why another reason why we keep certain. What happened to Discord? Discord just crashed. So if you're in the Discord right now, it wasn't me. Let me see what happened. Oh, there you go. I'm still on. Is this on? There it is. All right, cool. As long as it's not my stream that crashes. All right, got it. All right, cool. Let's see this line. Let's actually take it like right there. Still figuring out what I want here. You know what? Let's take it right there. Let's do this. All right. And yeah. There we go. That's good. Okay, cool. Looks like a horn. All right, let's go ahead and check that out. Got it. Selection tool, Alt, click, drag, hold Shift. Got it. Now let's go ahead and object transform, reflect, and use your arrow keys. And it's not the same size on either side. That's fine. That's cool. Cool. So let's grab this anchor point, bring it in. These 2 anchor points, I'm gonna select them. I don't know why I got going on here. There's like several anchor points. That's one anchor point, and then this is the other anchor point. So what I'm gonna do is to grab that anchor point, drop it right next to the other. Click on those 2 anchor points. They're right on top of each other. They're connected. Got an object, path, join, boom. So now they're part of that same design. This thing here, what I'm gonna do here, come on. Let's bring this in. There it is. That's on one side. The other side, let's go ahead and finish it. Come on. Let me see what we got going on here. Boom. Click and drag across both of those anchor points. Go to object, path. I'm sure there's a control J. There's a shortcut. Sometimes I use shortcuts. Most of the time I don't. It depends on the shortcut. Boom. There we go. Boom. There it is. Ah, nice. We're almost done. Oh man, we're not gonna be here all night because then it's gonna take forever. CJ says got to go eat. Thanks for the stream. It's looking good so far. Yeah, we'll be here forever. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna finish this middle piece here in Illustrator. I'll go back into Fresco for a second and we're done for tonight, okay? Because it'll be forever. This is eyebrow. Lock it. New layer. Control S to save. The man with shortcut keys. Yes, that's true. The person who uses shortcut keys is always going to be king. All right, let's go. New layer. Pen tool. Where's my pen tool? All right, let's see. When the East is in the house, oh my God, danger. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head right now. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Boom, bum, 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 bum. All right, let's go ahead and curve the corners. Yes. Curve this corners too. But I already have that curve anyway. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's do a little thingamajig here. Sometimes I do get used to the shortcut keys to like select the tool that I need at that time. It saves you time. Definitely saves you time. There we go. I like that. Okay. Now select those two. Alt, click. I'm on. Click and drag. And then do it again. Let's switch that one out. Let's transform, reflect. So that means this is not centered, right? Yeah. So we have a little extra on this one. Boom. Some commands are super important, but have no shortcuts. I spend ages setting up my own shortcuts for better workflow. Yes, there are some things there are no shortcuts for, and if you look at your menus, and there's nothing. Some of them have a shortcut, some of them don't. And so that what can you do about it? It's crazy. I guess make your own shortcuts, like you said. All right, this is the center, and I'm going down the center, so that's cool. Circle. One and one. Go. It's gonna be a 2, and we're gonna center that, and bring it down. Boom. I like it. It's looking good. Looking good. Now we go here. And because certain things are in certain layers, I can turn them off to get out of my way. Get out my way. That used to be a song. I don't know who sang it, but my son was stuck with that song. Get out my way. He used to run around saying that all the time. Boom. Got it. Let's go ahead and make those ends curve. Yes, I like it. Yeah. Guess that's close. All right, let's do this here. Can't get it just right. It's all good. All right, now I need a thin line. It's a thin line. Right here. In love and hate. Is it ludicrous? I can't say. It could have been. Get out my way. Did he say that? I was not into the radio music at that time. This might have been over 10 years old. 10 years ago. Well, move. Oh, you know what? You know what? You're right. It could be. He said, "Move, get out the way, get out the way." But I don't think that was that song that he was singing. And I did get that tattooed on me that says "move," and then the other part. Can't say it out loud out here. Ludicrous, yeah. And but he just said the "get out my way" part. I say the "move." Let me see. You know what? I don't like that one. Let's go like this. Alt. Alt. Halt. It sounds like halt. I'm saying alt. Uh-huh. Go right there. Make him say, nah, 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 nah. All right, here we go. Boom. Like that. Don't need to redraw everything. I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't want to. Goes in one circle. Let's make another circle right there. Got it. Boom. Oh, there's a line right there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's make a line then, son. And then make that a 2. Bam. And there we go. So now let's turn everything on. Except for this Quetzal. I meant to turn that on. Welcome to the Late Night Lounge with DTN. We got radio music and illustration. That's right. There you go. And now, a rendition of Mr. P's classic hit. Na 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 na. Make him say, There we go. Boom, boom. Oh, I see that. I see something right there. I'll fix. I will fix. Okay, got that. Boom, circles, arrow. And fix that. And so one cool thing about grabbing all of this artwork, all right, and turning it into shapes is that then when you resize things, the strokes size is not going to change on you. The thickness of certain things is not going to change on you because it's no longer a stroke, it's a shape. So that's why you go to Object, Path, Outline Stroke. And so this is what Abu Latab was talking about. Like, I want outline stroke, but the only way to get outline stroke is no shortcut. I have to go click on it. Boom. It just turned everything into outline stroke. Abu Taleb says, mine is Doom Eternal soundtrack. Interesting. I'm going to have to pull that up on YouTube so I can have it ready for me for later. Make him say, I saw a new Dr. Dre soundtrack, or somebody just made something. Let me see. It was crazy. Falling Up. Blood. Falling Up 2022. There's a new album. Dre's new album, Detox 2022. Oh, interesting. Any case, let me type in what you just said. Doom Eternal. Expanded experience and outline stroke. I think it's the same thing. I don't see expand appearance, but I've heard of it. I think expand, is that on the iPad? Is that an iPad setting? I can't recall. What music do I listen to when I do heavy illustration? You're not gonna believe this. Doom Eternal. I'm still typing that in. There it is. Doom Eternal soundtrack. So back to the question is that the same thing? It's the same flat menu, but up top. Object, Path, outline stroke, expand appearance. Oh, appear. Oh, yeah. Expand. Interesting. I don't know what expand does. I never really used that. You're right. What's expand appearance? Somebody left a rude comment in my one of my videos, and they said, "You're not teaching, you're exploring." And I'm like, "So what? What's the big deal?" Select the object, choose object, expand. If the object has appearance attributes applied to it, the object expand command is dimmed. In this case, choose object, expand appearance, and then choose object, expand. All right, so I found a definition, and it explains that. Oh, I see. So it has to do when there's a an object has a appearance, it has a gradient or some kind of edit on it. And so I just found the expand objects, and expanding objects enables you to divide a single object into multiple objects that make up its appearance. For example, if you expand a simple object such as a circle with a solid color, fill, and stroke, the fill and stroke each become a discrete object. If you expand more complex artwork such as an object with a pattern fill, the pattern is divided into all of the distinct paths that created it. So that's a good question and a great answer. Odari wants his POAP. You gotta ask for it. That's what you just did right now, Odari. You just asked for it. So if you ask for your POAP, you will get it. Ask for your POAP. So let me go ahead and I give it to you here from here we go. Look, I don't know if I shared that one already. I think I did. Who did I give that to? I gave that to somebody. I don't know. Let me grab this one. Copy. And send a message to Adari to get his POAP. Get your POAP, man. Bam. All right. And the other question was, what music do you listen to when you do heavy illustration? Oh my gosh. So I do listen to music. Okay, I finished this part. Everything is a stroke, or what is it? Outline stroke. Yep. Cool. Lock it and turn this on. Then save it. I will listen to Wu-Tang. I just started listening to Beastie Boys again because I was watching the Apple TV special. It's kind of whack. I guess it's cool to hear them tell their story on stage, but I kind of rather if we just watched what their story. And so but I was like, I'm still moved by the Beastie Boys music, man. So that's what I listened to that. Also, so Wu-Tang, Beastie Boys, a lot of old school hip hop. But I listen to, like, when I listen to Wu-Tang, I listen to all their songs, a ton of their songs. Beastie Boys, same thing, all their songs. And then there's something else, and I can't remember right now. And I think I just clicked open the iTunes so I can hear it. Right before I went live, I was listening to DJ Qbert, and man, that mixing and scratching. I don't know if you can hear it. Come on, Qbert. But people in my house, they'll be like, damn, that's too loud. So maybe I can play it over here. In any case, and then there's another library. Come on, library. Oh yes, Cypress Hill, DJ Muggs, a lot of dubstep, cause I like dubstep, and not all the dubstep that's out there, but some classics. There's some few classics out there, and what I like is that beat, when that beat drops and it just boom, is banging. It reminds me of the old school Miami bass, and then I love disco. Gotta have me some disco. And so there's a DJ friend of mine who really gets down with the disco. And so yeah, it's a lot of, it's very similar music, but a lot of music. And then okay, we're here done here. Let's go ahead and switch. And then when I am not listening to music, which is a lot of time because I can't play it the way I want to. There's a house full of people here, and I don't want to disturb everybody. This is Fresco. Is I will watch Judge Judy. Yes, some Judge Judy. That is my go-to. Oops. Let me see. Boom, bam. Let's go here. This is Fresco. We're back in Fresco, y'all. Let's stay. Keep up. Keep up. Odari says, Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke. Yes. Thank you, Abu Talib. You're a big Ray awesomeness. I appreciate that. Dude, R2. Thank you for the questions. Yeah, that was that Miami bass, baby. My gosh. So this is the work in progress Fresco. Every time I do something, I'm gonna export it to Illustrator. And yes, it's gonna take a long time to do this project. I'm nowhere near anything right now. Nothing. Right? I'm still working on a lot of the details. Mm-hmm. And now I want to listen to some Ludacris. Get out the way. Get out the way. Move. Get out the way. Boom. And so these circles, I'm not going to keep them because I'm going to do the perfect circles in Illustrator. But I'm just going to draw them. And actually, I shouldn't even draw. Forget it. Who cares? Let's do this. I will draw this. I will draw this. Da-da-da, da-da-da. You want to hear a hardcore Ludacris song? Is We Got. That is crazy. You gotta put away your kids and your children. Don't let your children hear it. I will do this. That was a good line, but I need it thicker. They're like, Dan, you kind of went over the line. I know. That's JJ. That's one of my go-tos. So double tap, boom, get rid of those extra lines. Goodbye. Bam. There it is. Got it. I did my skull hand. Oh, not yet. Let's go right here. Got it. Cool. Now that I have that, I'm gonna go export to Illustrator. Let's do the desktop. Let's see how long it takes. And that's still turning over here. And once I finish this, we're done for tonight, even though we're on the front page. Yeah. We are on the main page of the live streams on Behance Live. I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas plan, spending time with your family, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. It is still cool to hang out with your family or do some mental, what do you call it? Mental, forget the word. Health stuff with your family. How about that? Leave a thumbs up on the stream if you can, please. And let us know what you're working on. There is a Discord you can join us in. I don't know what's happening. It's taking a long time to just show up right here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it into this iPad. There we go. Send to Illustrator, iPad. But there is a Discord. Join the Discord. Come and hang out. Let us know what you're working on. And share. A reflection of change. Oh, okay. Hold on. Never mind. Let me see if I can just get out of there. It's saving 2 of them, but there it is right there. I see it. Go. Okay. Boom. And here's the key to anything you do in Illustrator or anywhere. You want to, or especially Illustrator, anyways. You want to go ahead and move one file to another. Let's turn all that off. Boom, there it is. This is what I want, right? This the vector is. So let's name it. Put a name on it. This is gonna be the skull. I love skulls. Somebody on Facebook was asking me, "Dan, why do you like skulls so much?" It's like, come on. You need to know about me. Copy. You have to name the layer. Select it. Control C for copy. Go back to your main file. Control V for paste, and it brings in that whole layer with everything in it. Boom, and now I can move it right there. Look at that. Oh my God. It showed up over here too. No, that's why it took so long. Just trying to find all my computers that are connected. Let's go. It's cool. I'm cool with it. I can make it a little bit smaller. And let's make the color purple. Boom. There it is. Got it. Oh. Let's see if I. Yep, there it goes. Boom. I think it's I had it right the first time. Let's see. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's better this way, and the teeth have to go there. Oh, because I have changed the line work. That's what it is. I was like, why is it not right? Let's select everything, move it over, and then just select all of this. Boom. Thinking. All right, good. Okay, let's turn this off so we can see. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Skull. Alt, click, drag, boom. And this other file, I don't need it. I'm not even gonna save it. Nope, thank you, goodbye. And now that I made a copy, zoom out and grab that side, hold shift, take it all the way to the right. And I should have done the circles, but it's all good. Transform, reflect, okay, and then just go right there. Boom. Almost had it. There we go. Got it. And so I need some circles. Give me some circles. Yep. Boom. Now one's good. Zoom in. And let's make that right there. And now let's go ahead and make another one inside. And click and drag. Center. They look like I feel like these look like SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs. All right, there we go. It's right there. Let me grab this one. Go there on the top, and so now I can grab all of these. Alt, click and drag. Boom! I just made a copy. Lock that layer. Zoom out. Grab these, and bring them over here. But they're going. They have the wrong curve, so that's okay, cause I can do like this. Boom. I got it. Bam. And so now, what do we have? What do you have? We got this. We're getting there. And so now that I have that, let me see, what's this? Yep, that's those two. I can go here. And I actually don't need to clean that up at all because that's below. That's on the bottom. Woo! It's a whole lot of details going on. And once I start adding the colors that go in here and the gradients is going to cover that gold in the background, that brown. And so I don't need to clean it up and then chop different pieces because there's going to be a whole lot layers going on here. And so there it is, little by little. I am building out. Let me see. These go together, right? Yeah. Let's call it design. Little by little, I am building out my mural in Fresco and Illustrator. They go together. These two programs go together. Let's see. There it is. Select that layer. There's a whole lot of stuff in here. A lot. And so let's turn the opacity back on. And boom, here it comes. It's a mess. Like my granddaughter says, it's a mess. She always points her hands out. It's a mess. And there it goes. But little by little, as I start putting the pieces together in Adobe Fresco, I'll be able to update the Adobe Illustrator file, and boom, just like that. So thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate you. I appreciate Odari, Bree, Gareth, and Ashley hanging out. Oh, what's up? What's up, Ashley? I'm glad you made it through. It's good to see you. Thank you, everybody who joined us on Behance. Gareth, Bliss, Moto Void, Abu Taleb. Let's see. Saint Vin. I think that's your name, huh? Backwards Vincent. That's super cool. If you did not get your POAP, ask me for your POAP. It's a link that I'm going to send to you that you can then redeem for a little image that goes into your POAP collection. The more POAPs you have as the months go on in 2022, you'll have a chance to redeem those POAP for other things, for goodies that I'm giving away. Golden Rose, thank you for stopping through. CJ Woods. Let's see who else stopped by here. Danette, thank you, Danette. I appreciate you. Oh, and I think I already said everybody's name. Word up. So thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. And you're very welcome. Thank you for stopping in. And every Monday and Wednesday, I go live. I talk about art, design, illustration, the business of art, and even NFTs. So join me on Mondays when I draw with Sketchable, and on Wednesdays when I draw with either Illustrator or Fresco or a combination of both. All right, until next time, I am DTM. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the internets. Find me anywhere on the internet, Delta Tango Mike. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate ya. Peace.